So the thing is discipline is not mastered over time, it's mastered daily. That's why they call it a daily discipline. And what I've come to recognize, even realize, that in order to even be able to have access to your subconscious mind, my friend, you're gonna need to be able to get a handle or at least understand what's happening unconsciously. My name is Master Johnson. I pretty much love to make sense of things, but I'm obsessed with success energetics. And what I want you to understand is inside of the energetic realm of success, discipline is basically the lifeline of it all. So if I can help you incorporate more discipline, more structure into your approach from the internal world, basically meaning your mind does not become distracted, your body does not need things in order to cause you to feel a specific way. There's just so many aspects about this, but in today's video, I'm gonna bring you a formula and a streamlined process that's gonna be able to get you to operate in such a way where you can impress the subconscious mind by repatterning your unconscious mind. Now, just forewarning you, I got my dogs over here. They may get excited and decide to make some noises, okay? I also have my kids who are currently getting ready to go to Disney World with mom. So you may hear some screams of excitement outside. I promise you everything's okay. Here's what's gonna happen. Your unconscious patterns and habits are essentially what is driving everything within the subconscious mind, okay? Now, I'm assuming that you understand, or you may have heard this thing called reprogramming your subconscious, which after a good amount of time, I've recognized that it's complete bullshit. You're not reprogramming anything, you're repatterning unconditional patterns and habits that automatically lead to different feeling states, which repattern your subconscious mind, not reprogram. The reason why I'm not a big fan of reprogramming anything is because it's placing you in a consciousness where there's something wrong with you. And now if you're in the consciousness of something being wrong with you and you have to do this in order to have a better life or have the money or have whatever it is that you're looking to have, well, now you're operating in separation, which is the biggest fallacy draped over humanity's face. Here's what I'm looking for you to understand. If you do what you always have done, you will get what you always have gotten. Second thing, the internal world is the only world. So that means that all of this that you see outside of yourself is a manifestation based off of what you have unconsciously been operating within. There is a law called the law of correspondence. And what that states essentially is as within, so without. If I were to have you reflect on where you are today, I promise you it's going to be a specific and kind of almost scary analyzation of your previous thoughts, feelings, and emotions that have led you to exactly where you are today, okay? So if I can get you to be able to slow down and stop reacting unconsciously to the things you think you need to fix, and then simultaneously get you to stop thinking that what you're doing is gonna fix the problem, well, what did I just say? If you do what you always have done, you will get what you've always have gotten. How many times have you tried something different, doing something different in your external world, but nothing changed? It's because the internal world needs to change in order for the external world to reflect that change. So what I'm getting to and what I'm leading you into is a different approach to reprogramming. It's repatterning your subconscious by being able to master your unconscious habits and patterns. Now, Dr. Joe Dispenza says your personality is your personal reality. But what makes a personality? Well, if you break it apart, as I have done, a personality is very simple. It is stacked unconscious patterns and habits of thoughts, of feelings, and of emotions. So if you see something that you're not necessarily enjoying, let's just say you don't have enough money in your bank account, and then that causes you to feel a specific way, such as lack or worry or fear or doubt or what if, all of those feelings, thoughts, and emotions automatically started kicking into your headspace because of the pattern and habit that your unconscious mind has been triggered and trained into. So what does that mean? Is it possible for you to look at a bank account that doesn't have enough and not emotionally become triggered, of course. Because when you look at that, you're gonna recognize that, okay, this is a byproduct off of my previous thoughts, feelings, and emotions that were operating on an unconscious pattern. So what we're gonna do now is next time you see the bank account, you're not gonna allow yourself to emotionally react. Don't get me wrong, your body's gonna wanna emotionally react. The cortisol's gonna be released in your brain. You're gonna have all of those feelings and emotions, but do you need to act on them? You do not. What we need to do is incorporate a disciplined focus that says, even though this is what it is, who and what I am is generating that. And it's not being generated, here's my son, by the work that I do, because I'm clearly working hard. It's gonna be generated by repatterning my focus, repatterning and sitting in that fear, that worry, that doubt, instead of taking action out of it. I'm going to repattern, retrain, and rehabilitate, or in other words, introduce new habits that are gonna lead to different feelings based off of different thoughts because you're operating in a different way. Here we go. That's called responsibility, or in other words, your ability to respond. If you can respond and say, even though it seems like I do not have enough, I have what I need right now. And then when implementing the focus framework, which is a masterclass that I teach every Friday, feel free to go ahead and register for that. Implementing the focus framework as well as the transformation formula, those two frameworks and formulas paired together is going to be able to help you sustain your responsiveness or your ability to respond by training or retraining or repracticing a new way of going about it instead of automatically falling into the reactivity of yourself, right? So one sec, just make it, oh, you look gorgeous. So case in point, this is Lila. Say hi, Lila.
Hi.
Lila is 4 years old. And what is it that I'm doing with her? Whenever she has a tantrum or a temper tantrum, I'm letting her feel those feelings, and then I'm helping her train how to respond, how to refocus, and how to repattern, so that over time she's gonna be able to understand on a default status how to automatically not fall into the unconscious reaction of her emotions, but how to discipline her emotions and then be able to choose a new way of responding. Right, Lila?
Yeah.
High five. Wow. Have I told you how pretty you are?
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking good. You make that bow look fantastic. Are you ready for Disney World?
Yeah.
Okay, get out of here. Dad's gonna finish this up. Oh. Okay, she's gonna stay with us. So, in closing in this video, by the way, we only do things once here, so this is what you get. You're not a victim to your reality, you're the architect of it, but you gotta understand how to use the tools. And it's not about reprogramming your subconscious, my friend. It's about repatterning your subconscious through the mastery of your unconscious mind. When you make what is unconscious conscious, well then that's when it's not just a game changer, it's a game breaker. And that's what we're here to do. Right, Lila?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that said, I have a date at Disney World. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Do the things with the buttons. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. Help it grow. And if you want to get closer to me, feel free to find the masterclass or my waitlist right down here inside of the description. And I'll see you on the next one. Remember, because you are, everything is. And because I am, everything is. Be well.